Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is sitting right at the 200-day moving average. This is why things are getting scary. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, Bitcoin is sitting right at this orange line, 200-day moving average. Things are starting to get freaky, maybe in a good way, maybe not in a good way. We'll take a look at all of it in today's video. Before we do, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos longer than anybody else. Now today, fear and greed at 34, up from yesterday and last week's extreme fear just to regular fear today. The overall market up 2%, Bitcoin 83,072, Ethereum 1917, and XRP 220. Now, Bitcoin breaking down from multiple lines of support, breaking through the 200-day moving average, right now coming back up to it. Was this a fake out, or will it just be a continuation pattern eventually down to these things we've had on the chart for months at this point? Well, don't exactly know. But I was just watching this video right here by Bravos Research. Very interesting video. The S&P 500 is collapsing. Why we are buying. I highly recommend watching that video. Might give you a little bit of perspective in terms of what's going on. Now, I didn't watch this video, false breakout, buckle up, from 4 days ago, but that one's about Bitcoin, so yikes. But one thing that he mentioned in there is he's using this dip in the stock market to add to their positions. Now, prices could continue to pull back further, may need to be reevaluated at that time, but there's 3 very important things going on right now that he believes is going to cause a pump in the stock market. Now, I can't see the stock market pumping without Bitcoin pumping as well, but it could. And, you know, right now, a lot of people are saying, hey, we're going into a recession. But at least this would be the first recession in my knowledge where people actually knew we were going into it. The rest of them just kind of happened. I mean, think about COVID, think about the dot-com bubble, think about the housing crisis. All those things, people didn't really predict them, but this crisis, everybody has been predicting it for years. Now, if we take a look, this shows that a recession is not imminent. Since 1982, initial jobless claims layoffs began rising before the economic downturn. If we take a look right now, claims remain quite low, at least for now. Not many people losing jobs. They already got fired from Twitter and everything like that years ago. Now, this is one chart that he does point to in, maybe not in this video, maybe in this buckle up video. Actually, yeah, that's the cover of it right there. But this chart, depending on how you look at it, whether you look at it from monthly candles or whether you look at it from daily line graph candles, it tells a different story. Now, if you take a look at it from daily line graph candles, it's what you see right here, Bitcoin breaking through support. But if you take a look here on monthly candles, how could you be bearish at a moment like this, one of the most bullish Bitcoin charts you've seen on the monthly? So, is it good? Is it bad? That's the problem right now. Nobody seems to know. But I'll give you one thing. There's not many indicators saying that we already had a top. There are possible things saying that, hey, we might have found a bottom. This is the 38.2 fib level, right at $79,000, where Bitcoin wicked down to. In previous runs up, this is where Bitcoin came down to. We're right there, critical level as a first stop. If it doesn't stop there, could be headed toward $66,000 or $60,000 based on the Mayer multiple. So, kind of fingers crossed that the pain has stopped. But if it hasn't, oh well. You know, not the first time that Bitcoin crashed through the floor. It would be interesting, though, if Bitcoin is as correlated to the M2 money supply as everybody says, but with a 70-day lag. This seems to be one of the most popular type of charts at this time, how basically 70 days later from the global M2 Bitcoin peaks. If that were correct, that would put May as being a good time for Bitcoin. And then you sell in May and go away, and maybe even for like years, because who knows if the cycle is going to be over in May. Some people, I forget his name now, but there's one person who's been saying April, May is the top of the cycle. So if things go up, they want to just sell and go away. Again, I know what I'm keeping my eye on. It's this chart right here. The pi cycle top, nowhere near a cross. Right now there's a 56% gap, which is the largest gap after any new all-time high ever in its history. Now, either this chart is insanely broken, or price has to go up a lot higher for us to see a cross. So I can't wait, because I hope it goes up and all the bears can just eat their bear dung. It's possible that maybe we didn't get a cycle yet because it didn't even start. If we take a look, I believe this is a global business cycle, but it looks like things are turning around right here, and which kind of echoes what you see if you watch this video on the S&P 500 collapsing. Well, it could be the start of something big like banana territory for Bitcoin. And if it is in fact going to happen, very similar to 2017. Now, since the beginning of this cycle, people have been comparing the cycle to 2017. And where we are right now is about, well, March of 2017, because the top was, January 2018. So yeah, that's about where we are right now. Another 8-9 months of a cycle, and look where things went up. And if things were to do the same that they did in 2017, wouldn't you regret selling at $80,000, missing out on a potential 10x? So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, there's a playlist with your name on it right up there. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.